Hi, I'm Chris, and I'm here with the
Hey.
amazing Katie.
That's my name. Hi. Hi, my name's Katie. I'm very happy to be here right now.
No, I'm so happy to have you. Thank you so much for agreeing to do this with me today.
Of course.
And I just want to start off the bat saying I love you so much. You're great. You're
Thank you,
an
honestly.
amazing singer.
That means so much. Thank you, Chris.
No problem.
I'll never get used to getting compliments. I kind of just like scrunch up a little bit, and I'm like, oh my God, people actually think what I practiced in my bedroom for so long is kind of good, and that's amazing.
Kind of good. It's amazing. I mean, you got Katy Perry to stand up for you so many times. Lionel Richie, Luke Bryan, all of them. Like, let's get started. Actually, that's what my first question was gonna be. You auditioned for American Idol, and your energy was out the roof. You did amazing. Were you nervous at all being around them?
Yes. Are you kidding? I mean,
it did not seem like it on the TV.
No, I remember. Okay, so before you audition, in my location in New York, there was a hallway, and the people who weren't making it were walking out. So 5 people before me weren't getting golden tickets, and at this point, I'm like, well, let's just. At this point, I'm telling myself I'm gonna be one of those people not getting it. So I'm like, oh, whatever, who cares at this point? And let's go in and just entertain them. And not only did I entertain them, I got to leave with a golden ticket. So that was a lot more than I bargained for.
Of course, no, yeah. I mean, I imagine how that is. You see people in front of you get rejected, and then you go in, oh, I'm gonna get rejected too. But no, I mean, that wasn't your case. You got the golden ticket. How did that feel? How was that?
They did not show the full extent of my tears. They very much slimmed it down to just a nice 5-minute chunk of TV time, because once I fell on the floor in front of them, I cried a little bit there. I forgot my news cap. I wore like a hat in and I threw it off, and then you see me walk out with it back on. It's because Katy Perry told me, oh wait, you're gonna forget your hat, and I was crying. I'm like, thank you, I'm sorry, I almost forgot my hat, and then I cried going out. It was like, I honestly could have filled the Hoover Dam with the amount of tears I cried. It felt amazing. It was like the ultimate validation that I'm like, oh my God, wait, people actually think I'm good. Because I went in there, not only thinking I was gonna get rejected, but I was like, if I just get one yes, that means one celebrity thinks I'm good.
Of course.
But all 3 of them, never did I ever think that would happen.
Of course. It's not really something that you have, oh, today I'm going to go get 3 guesses from a judge. You know, it's something very, like, surreal, I would say, for you. You auditioned with an original song of yours, 21st Century Machine. What made you choose that one specific song to do for your audition? Because, I mean, you have many original songs. What made you choose that one specific one?
I don't know, honestly. I think it's my mom. It was my mom's favorite original, and it was my second song choice. So I was like, okay, I don't think they're gonna ask for a second song, but I'll have it in case my mom likes it. And I was kind of hoping not to do it, which is surprising now because it actually really, really paid off. Because I was gonna sing a song about like how the industry can affect like people growing up, and they were all in the music industry who were all on the radio, and it was like a satirical song kind of about some of the music they make, and I was just singing it to them, and I was so scared they were going to be offended, but they actually like really took it in like open arms and embraced my creativity. So it was a risk doing that song.
Of course.
And I think that's also what drew me to it, because I don't want to always play it safe.
Yeah, no, I mean, that's what makes you stand out, because you're not what the ordinary people would do. You go beyond. You go more than what usually people do.
Thank you.
I was gonna say, you said that was your second choice. What was your first choice?
Hit Me Baby One More Time. And oh wow, that went bad. That went really bad. Because I'm glad 21st Century Machine was my second choice, because even though I was still nervous on that one, the amount of nerves in my voice in the first one. You know that line, give me a sign? I went, give me a sign. And like my voice was like, ah, like shaking me from the inside out. And Katy Perry did this face like, oh, what was that? And I'm like, I am done. I am toast. I am out of here. But then, but Lionel and Luke were convinced. It just Katy wasn't. So that's when they asked for 21st Century Machine. And that's where everything started.
Well, that's good. That's good. Your next question. Okay, so you showed off some beatboxing skills on your group week. Is that a hidden talent you already had? Did you learn it there, or Did you used to do that?
No, I literally did it that night. So for group, we were outside of our hotel, and we were all minors in my group. So we're all kind of like hiding because we're not allowed to be out like a certain time. So we're all kind of sneaking around the hotel, and we all had to do individual takes, and they edit it down to make it one song. But so I had to do a verse and a chorus, and then repeat. They do a verse and a chorus, they do a verse and a chorus, and they do a verse and a chorus. So for Kaya's part, we were like, let's make it more different, but we don't know how, because how do we make it different from the first time? So I'm like, I can try and beatbox, so it just goes me going, and they're all like, that is not the best, but it will work. Put that in. Yes.
So edit it in.
Yeah, and it was great. It went surprisingly well. And everyone's like, you can beatbox? I'm like, no, I think it was more spitboxing, because that's why I had to put my hand in front
of the microphone.
I had to be like this afterwards. No.
Your journey on American Idol was mostly ups, but you had some downs. Let's talk about more the ups. You performed with Andy Grammer. Did you guys meet before performing, or was it just go on stage together and do your best?
We met before. Because we had to practice it together, so we practiced it a couple times before, and he was great. I think he was like one of the most down-to-earth celebrities I've ever met. Why am I acting like I know so many celebrities? Like, I only know like 5, and they're all really nice. But Andy, he was just a normal dude. He was a new dad. It was like your friend's dad who also was a rock star on the side, but he'd show up to the family barbecue once in a while. He's great, and that was, like you said, a really big up for me, because it was showing that I can work with like people who've been in this industry for a long time.
Of course, yeah, your chemistry was amazing. Like I was watching the performance over again, and one of the judges, I forgot who said it, that it looked like you were doing it on tour for the whole year, like together, like, you know what I mean? They said that it looked like y'all had practiced that millions of times before, but it was just that one time that made it look so good. It was amazing.
I like how you remember that, because I don't remember anything. It was all a blur. That whole night, all I remember is just trying to do my own makeup, my lipstick looking way too brown, looking like I ate like a brownie, and then panicking. So it's like that. It was in that order. Worried about lipstick and then panicking. That's all I remember from that night. So you saying, oh, they said something about you being on tour together. I'm like, well, that's nice. That makes me happy. At least I can relive it now.
So you don't look back on your performances now that you're done with it?
I do look back on the ones I like, but the ones I don't like, I just make a mental note. Because sometimes they show up and I recommend it to watch, and I'm like, no. Sit over there. I'm not going back to you. Like, the amount of times Manic Monday has tried to make its way into my YouTube inbox, I'm like, get out.
Yeah, no, I was going to say, that song, I mean, you recovered very good. You recovered well. Was it the earpiece trouble? Was it...
No, everyone was making conspiracies like, what happened? Oh my god, her earpiece, she blew it on purpose. I'm like, guys, I just blanked.
You wouldn't do it on purpose.
No, I remember though, it was like, it wasn't even an earpiece. I was just like, 6 o'clock, go. Oh, what am I doing? Oh my god, Katie, get it together. And like, literally for that like 10 seconds of like dead silence, I'm just sitting in my head. Well, I blew it. And does anyone know the rest of the lyrics? Anybody? And then it came to me and I could recover. But it just was those weird things where like, you study really hard for a test and you see something on the test which you remember being in the study guide, but you can't remember any of the answers for it. It was one of those moments.
Yeah,
and you're like,
except you're on stage.
You're on stage in front of millions of people.
Yeah. So I mean, okay, that's understandable, of course. Like Lionel Richie, what he told you, you had been doing good the whole season. One hiccup. It's okay.
I think it also taught me a lot about recovery too, and I feel like that's also a really important lesson that no one focuses on, because I really could have just ran off stage in tears and been like, start it over, let's go. But just the fact that I'm like, well, I acknowledge it, let's just keep going and get to the end of the performance and try my best.
Of course, yeah. Throughout the whole show, you kept proving to the audience that you were capable of being the next American Idol. What went through your head when you were eliminated on 7th place?
I was happy because I made the tour and I deserved to be kicked off. Like, if I didn't forget Manic Monday, maybe it would have hurt a little more, but people have to understand it's a competition. It's not, and that night, if everybody else did really solid performances and remembered all their lyrics, and I'm one of the ones who forgot their lyrics, I think it's obvious that I should go home. So I feel like I deserved it. It was going to happen, and it was just comfortable. I looked around, I'm like, well, I'm going to be on tour with these people in the summer anyway, so hey guys, I'll see you in 2 weeks at the finale. And booked a flight home, and then came back, sang with Katy Perry, and I was in good hands. I didn't take it as the end of the road for me. It wasn't like a make or break my career.
Yeah, no, I mean, you still have a long way to go. I mean, you're amazing. So, were you happy? You said you were happy with the place that you came out in. Were you expecting yourself to go further in the competition, or
I thought top 5 was my ceiling. I thought, Katie, you're not gonna make it top 3. But that was like a weird, like, I don't know why, but after watching who the top 3 was, I think it was just a perfect ending, because if I made it top 3, potentially it could have been all different, and maybe Caleb wouldn't be there, or Gabby wouldn't be there, or Maddie wouldn't be there, and then if I was in it, maybe we wouldn't have that really cute ending of Maddie and Caleb coming out as a couple. I think everything happened for a reason, and I think that was the perfect finale. So when I saw how that ended up, I'm like, yeah, top 5 was my ceiling. I wouldn't want to ruin any of this.
Of course. And then you performed with Katy Perry, like you said. You performed with her on the finale, Part of Me, which was a great performance. I have to give you that. She always seems to be a great supporter of you. Do you still keep contact with her, or after the show?
I wish. No, sadly not. But don't worry, I still try. Like quite a bit, through the Twitter mentions. I'll be like, yo, what up, Katie? You gonna follow me yet? Radio silence. It's okay, maybe she's just playing hard to get. I'll get there one day.
Of course. So now that you're 18, how was your overall experience on American Idol, like at such a young age? Was it like, did all the sleepless nights take a toll on your life? Was it?
I was sleeping like a baby. It's so weird because during group or like Hollywood week, when everyone's like staying up all night, like we have to practice. Me and my group went to bed at midnight. I was like resting easy. So no sleepless nights, but it definitely did take a toll on me in other ways, because when you're so young, reading such criticism about yourself at that age is kind of overwhelming when you see people saying, you're that, or you can't sing, or that sucks, and this person was better. At such a young age, you're like, whoa, why are people who are 50 plus coming at me like this? Because I literally haven't even lived my life yet, and they have 2 kids, 2 jobs, and they have a mean casserole recipe, and I'm like, whoa. But it also, on the positive side, it did help me grow tremendously, because I don't think I would have been able to handle this last year or 2 years ago. It's just, I don't know.
Overwhelming.
Yeah, I'm a new person because of it now, but I like myself better because of it.
Yeah. You've released, obviously, multiple original songs on YouTube. Do you plan on making maybe a studio EP, an album? Is there something in the works?
I would love that. I hope there's something in the works. I mean, this is the point where like I'm supposed to be like, it's a secret, but honestly, I don't know. Hey,
Nothing's
record labels, if you wanna sponsor me, get me that record deal. That would be pretty sweet. No, but I really do hope, and my goal is to get a studio EP out by next year, because everyone asks that, and they're like, why is it on Spotify? Why is it on Apple Music? Blah, blah. And I'm like, I don't know. I'm sorry. I wish I could tell you.
You're independent, aren't you? For now, you're still independent.
Well, and also because I'm from a little town outside of Philadelphia, and we don't really have much in the ways of studios there, or any equipment. And then when I'm home, I just get lazy, and I just make Hot Pockets and sleep. So,
oh yeah.
So you need to get the motivation.
No, yeah. Well, I mean, now you're on tour. Are you gonna plan to do something after this tour?
Oh heck yeah! I'm planning to move to LA.
Oh wow.
And
you have enough equipment there.
Get things working and get things in the works, because I know American Idol just gives you a platform, but after American Idol, you really gotta hustle because it gives you that little bit of, it gives you like the entry into the
introduction,
door,
yeah.
it gives you the introduction, but now you got to start making a name for yourself outside the Idol brand. So I hope that's what I can do, and I'm gonna work at it.
Of course. Well, I mean, here's Catie Turner. All her stuff will be down in the description. Thank you so much again for checking us out. I mean, for being here with me.
Of course, I loved it.
this
Thank you
beautiful day.
guys. You guys asked really good questions.
Oh, really?
And
It
no,
was
you
so
really,
last minute.
you really did ask some good questions because usually they're just about who's the couple that fights a lot, because we have 2 couples on tour. Like, who's the cutest couple? And I'm like, well, it just reminds me that I'm single and enjoy the Mamma Mia franchise way too much. But you guys, yeah, it was great talking about my music, and thank you again. And subscribe to him.
Thank you so much, Catie.
You're-
Thank you. You're